Pritchard aggressive here in the fourth. What a move. Looks like the professor out there.
And the crowd goes wild on the road.
Put it on the mixtape for Payton Pritchard.
Let's welcome in Celtics guard Payton Pritchard right now. And Payton, you heard our guy Drew Carter on the call last night calling the professor. He even referred to the mixtape. I know you told me you were born in '98, so please tell me you understand that reference right there to the professor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's actually from Oregon too, so like same neighbor, same like little area I'm from, so definitely know who that is.
Did you ever cross paths? Did you ever, like, I mean, I hate to overgeneralize and say there's a comparison there, but like, did you know of him growing up? Like, what was that like?
I definitely knew who he was growing up. I never crossed paths with him, but you know, obviously he has a sick handle, so I used to watch some of his stuff, so definitely.
You got a few nicknames over the last couple of games. The professor is the one that Drew Carter gave you. Also preseason people, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Drew also was talking about Drake that was at that Raptors game. He called you a crypto scammer as well. I mean, like, you got a lot going on. Tell me about the nicknames and at least which one that you like right now.
I don't know which one I really like, but you know, I always get random nicknames all the time, but I kind of just have fun with it, like the crypto scammer. I mean, I don't really know what that means, but like, you know, obviously it's like jokes, so I just go along with it. The professor, I've heard that one before, but P-Rabbit, I don't know, there's a lot, but it's funny.
What did you think about when you heard Drake call you the crypto scammer on the broadcast?
Did your phone blow up in the aftermath?
Right.
Like, as weird as that sounds, like does just Drake, being such the celebrity that he is, does that cause your phone to go nuts?
A little bit, definitely on social media for sure. Some of my friends send it to me and stuff, but for me, it's more like, you know, probably one of the greatest artists, rappers ever. Saying my name like that, I was like, oh, that's cool though. So.
All right, take us back to the summer. We saw you on another podcast, and you were talking about how you hire some of your friends or old teammates or whatever to come in and defend you. Can you just give me like the full rundown? What are those conversations like? What are those phone calls like? And are your friends ever like, man, no, I don't want you to just destroy me at basketball and don't want to come out there and hang out with you?
Nah, never, because it's an opportunity for all of us to like work out, get better. They obviously working on their games too, but I feel like for me to have somebody that is playing overseas and is a good basketball player to come out and give me like real NBA length and the ability to bump a little bit is perfect for me.
And so we also saw that you will be getting engaged coming this summer. Well, you got engaged, but you're going to get married coming up this summer. Tell me one song that you have to have played at your wedding.
I actually don't even know yet. We were in the process of trying to figure that out now, but you're gonna have to give me a couple weeks before I know which one. I haven't even decided on one yet.
I'll tell you right now, at least from my perspective, we had an intro song, we had a first dance song. There's a lot of songs that you got to pick, so you got to get ready, Payton. You got to have the playlist. I heard that you were like an R&B guy also, so I'm assuming that might be in the mix as well.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I'm going to have everything on there, every different type of genre, R&B, maybe some country, I don't know, everything.
Ooh.
Oh, a little bit of everything.
Has she put you in charge of anything yet? Is there one thing you need to have? Like, for my wedding, my wife said you're in charge of the music and you're not going to mess anything else up, so that is all you get to do. Is there one thing at your wedding you need? The photo booth, like something going on there? What's a must-have at the Pritchard wedding?
I kind of just wanted to set up like a nice like after the wedding, like a cool lounge, like for after hours type vibe. But for me, my only job right now is like she's kind of handling everything. I kind of just am like the final decision maker. Like if she's in between a decision, I come in and like I make the final decision on that. But she's pretty much handling it, so I'm glad she is too. It takes a lot off my plate.
I can confirm that that's pretty much how it goes with everyone, Forsberg, that the woman handles everything that happens with the wedding.
100%. 100%.
Don't let us mess it up. So you guys just came off a long road trip. You know, most of your games have been on the road so far this season. Take me inside that. Like when you're preparing to go on the road, especially a 4-game road trip where you know it's going to be a bunch of nights on the road, what's one thing you're packing to beat the boredom? Like what are you doing to kill the downtime? Not that you guys had a lot on this trip with all the games, but like what's one thing you have to bring with you?
I honestly started bringing my Xbox now. I joined the Madden League with all my like homeboys from back home. So like, I don't know, it just kills the time. There's a lot of like alone time in your rooms and stuff like that. So for me, it's just finding ways to keep my mind off of just thinking about basketball the whole time. And, you know, it gets lonely and bored on the road, but so finding little things like that.
And one thing that always creates a lot of debate around here are Thanksgiving sides, and Thanksgiving is obviously coming up. What's one side that you have to have on the table every single Thanksgiving?
Mashed potatoes and gravy for me.
Ooh, mashed potatoes. And you know what? I always assume that everyone is going to say mac and cheese. Matt Judon, a couple years ago, we had a lot of back and forth about the mac and cheese. He hates mac and cheese, but I just assume that everybody. I just assume that everybody loves the mac and cheese. That's got to be like the #1 side that you have out there.
I like mac and cheese, so that's probably like second for me.
Okay, so we go 1A, 1B, or 1 and 2 with that one.
I want to go back. I want to go back to the video games real quick. Like, how good are you at Madden? And are you like every other person in the world? You create yourself. What position is Payton Pritchard playing if you're inside the Madden video game?
Well, if I was to create myself, I'd create myself as a quarterback because that's what I grew up playing. But I'm usually pretty good, but this new Madden game, I suck at right now. I just lost like 49-14, so I was ready to throw my Xbox out the window. So I don't know. We'll see.
You also had a great night last night. A lot of people talking about it. A great first half as well. Ended up with a lot of points at the end of the game. Talk about the development that you've had on the court going into this season.
You know, I think for me, it's just like finding ways to keep impacting winning. And, you know, with as many good players we have on our team, like scoring isn't going to be the thing every night. So for me, it's like rebounding, defending, assists, like just finding little ways to impact. So I think I'm just growing my game in all areas right now.
You guys got the Bucks coming up before we even get to Thanksgiving Eve showdown at the Garden. You know, what do you expect that matchup to be like? Obviously, the ton of hype around both teams based on their summer moves. What are you expecting from that game tomorrow night?
I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. They're obviously a really talented team, really, you know, got two dudes who are really high level. So it's a good opportunity for us to come out there and compete.